And the second free throw is good.
And the Boston Celtics are one of the most decorated teams in all of sports. Think about all the rings they've won, as well as the talent that they've had on their roster.
Pass to Hauser from the arc. And out of bounds, the 76ers will take it. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Thibault. Back to Milton. Outside Thibault. The Sixers with another miss. Such a rich history for the respected Boston franchise.
From the days of Bill Russell to Larry Bird and Kevin McHale in the 80s, and then Pierce, Allen, KG, Rondo winning the ring in 08. The players on this roster understand how important it is to carry on that legacy.
Clock at 2. Horford can't hit.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Harrell. Out to the right wing. Here's Milton. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. Just 5 to shoot. Thibault. Boston trailing. Right side Brogdon. Screen by Horford. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Williams. Looking to end the drought. Knocks down the triple. There's 18 seconds left in the first. Harrell, no good.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Here's Pritchard. And that's not going to go. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Celtics. They're up by 1. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
And James Harden pulls it down.
Okay, that's how you stop a dunk. The defender brings the interference in a big way. I'll tell you what, a lot can be said about the contract Harden took to stay in Philly. He took less than what he commanded to help the team sign depth and rotation players. A very big gesture from Harden, showing just how much he wants to win in Philly.
Here's Brogdon. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
You can tell Brogdon is a savvy shooter, getting it off and getting the foul call. And after spending his first 3 seasons with the Bucks, Malcolm Brogdon was part of a sign and trade. Just a great move for his career.
Outside Harden. Inside. Here's Embiid. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
The reach of Embiid, with his size and wingspan, he's a real threat on the offensive glass.
And it's Brogdon missing. And after that 2018 sign and trade, Malcolm Brogdon got an expanded role, Grant.
He really did. I mean, Brogdon becoming more of a ball handler, a chance to shine offensively. His numbers as a result have exploded since that deal.
Back to Harris. Harden from outside. Goes back up. No problem from Harris as he finishes at the rim. Harris has got 5 points.
Look at Harris's dedication, chasing down the boards and ending the possession on his terms.
Williams with the screen. Pass to Hauser. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Oh!
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Oh, that has to hurt if you're the defense. Harden getting fancy with the jam.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. James Harden, with plenty of confidence, said not to brag or anything, but I'm really good at this game. I'm unselfish. I play the right way. I don't try to do anything I can't do or that doesn't benefit our team. And that mindset keeps me in a good place. Yeah?
Very self-assured, Allie. Thank you.
They hit a low percentage of their shots in the first quarter. They just came out flat. But give them credit. They've ramped it up, and they're winning this game.
And he's now 3 for 8 after that one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
You know, in the past several seasons, there's been one constant with the 76ers. They're going to be among the best defensive teams in the league.
Here's Brogdon. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Count the basket. And now it's an 8-point Philadelphia lead.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
The Sixers' identity really does center around their defense.
It's so true, BA, and they've done a great job playing to their strengths. That's the key for any contending team. Maximize your players' talents. Philly has done that as well as anybody.
Brogdon with a bucket. Brogdon's got 4 points in the quarter.
The offensive IQ Brogdon has is fantastic. A creative scorer in close.
And the 76ers call time here. 1:19 left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Embiid. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Robert Williams picks up 1.
Yeah, don't make a habit of this. We've seen games where Embiid shoots 20 free throws or more. He is so good at getting himself to the line. What more is there to say about how much Embiid means to his team in this city? After being hurt his first 2 years, he's been worth the wait.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Pass to House. Let's go with a 3. And the ball out of bounds. The Celtics will have it. And Boston has possession. Trailing by 5. White with it. And here's Smart. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Pass to House. Knocked away. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last. 20 seconds left in the first half of this one. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Smart. Pass to White. Tatum inside. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Sixers ahead. Up 5. And we'll return shortly. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boston trailing. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I'd prefer the no call. I like that idea.
Embiid misses. And so it's Boston with it. On the wing, Tatum. Down low. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got 6.
Clever play by Tatum, drawing the attention to him, only to give it away.
Tucker with the ball. Here's Embiid. Pass to Harris. Outside Harden. Shot clock at 6. Tucker with a screen. Fires from 14. And no good. And Boston going the other way now. Well, Grant, you look at the Celtics and their defense. Not a surprise. It's at the heart of this team.
No question. I mean, you have 3+ defenders on the perimeter. Their big men can switch on the guards and protect the rim, too. Top to bottom, they can match up well with any team.
Back to Embiid. Oh, it's blocked by Williams.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
White can't hit.
When you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Harden, deep 3-point land. And another miss by Philadelphia.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. When you think of the 76ers, Richard, they've had so many Hall of Fame players.
Allen Iverson sticks out to me. Growing up, I loved watching AI play. And then when I entered into the league, I was competing against them. If you grew up in the 90s or 2000, AI was the guy that just kind of changed everything for you.
And the 76ers call time here.
Philadelphia 76ers TNT.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Outside Harden. Tucker with a screen. To the inside. Over Williams. The bank shot, no good.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
On the wing, Tatum. Williams with the screen. Tatum gets the bucket. Tatum's got 9 points.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And the shot goes down.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
The Celtics with the lead. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Sixers head coach Doc Rivers earned the nickname Doc back in college for wearing a T-shirt with Julius Erving on it. In the NBA, he said, quote, "The first game I started was against the Sixers. I went over and said, Dr. J, how are you?" And he said, "Doc, how are you?" I said, no, I'm Glenn." But he said, "No, you're Doc." And that made me feel like $1 million. Guys.
All right, thanks, Allie. Tatum, shot is good.
Some slippage at the defensive end here in the second half, allowing the offense to establish more of a rhythm.
And they'll get another chance. To the middle. Second chance effort. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
Substitution for your 76ers.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Harrell. The rebound, Celtics.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Here's Tatum. Oh, and
On my chest, I'm ballin'. I feel like the last one left. I put the X in flex. I'm shooting with my left like Harden. So much water on my wrist and make my arm numb. All this money, I'm ballin' like LeBron. Son. Yeah, you can tell by the way I dress to be my garments. So much fly, I can take you shopping in my closet. And nowadays, most of these artists sound like artists. Trust me, they can't ball the way I'm ballin'. Bronson, Hollis, Star 9. On me, got features like Riri. And it's water on my wrist. Like Fiji, I'm ballin'. Top 30 on my fit. Don't worry, I won't miss. Ballin'. Leaving on the left for me to get left, I do the leaving. Cause I know that they talking behind my back, but it ain't when they see me. Beastie, nowadays I don't even be sleep. They wait they like a week and a lot of models, I be taking it easy. Model after model, I know you.
Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday. Holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson, Allie LaForce, our reporter. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year. Now here's Tatum. And here in the middle of the season, these teams really coming into their own right now. They found their identity and know what they're all about, Grant.
Well, oftentimes that's what happens. I mean, these guys have had the time to gel and get to know how they like to play. And at this point, it's all about going out night after night and just executing.
Shot clock at 3. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Pass to Jokic. From outside, off the mark. Knocks it loose. Gordon with a steal. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, I love the concentration. Simply stated, when Aaron Gordon is this locked in, he is very difficult to deal with.
Outside Porter. Here's Jokic. First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Gordon. Another shot. And stolen by Williams. To the middle. Tipped. And stolen by Jokic. Murray with it. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Denver.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And you have to think that one advantage this Celtics team has is a deep roster. Lots of quality guys they can assemble different ways. They're pretty adaptable.
Williams up top.
That's already this guy's second foul now. He's either going to have to sit or play a bit more conservatively.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Now here's Smart. 17 points in his last outing. Pass to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Up and over Gordon. Williams' shot is good.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Highland. And here's Jokic. Here's Highland. Off the mark there with a three. You know, versatile bench really is a gift for the Celtics in tough situations.
And even a great starting five isn't perfect against every opponent. It's important to have flexibility, and that's something that Boston definitely has.
For three, Gordon. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And that's scary, guys. If Gordon is connecting from this deep, he is unguardable.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
And guys, talk about silencing the critics. Tatum made first-team All-NBA last year and led the Celtics to their first finals appearance in over a decade.
You know, probably the biggest shift for Tatum, his advancement at the defensive end, Greg.
Oh, no question, B.A. And that's imperative at the small forward position. Think about it. You have guys like LeBron, Kawhi, KD. Now Jason Tatum is in that elite two-way group as well. And you have to put Jimmy Butler in there as well. That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling. And as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Smart. After the Nuggets picked up a basket just a moment ago. Pass to White. Fires the three. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now.
Are you serious? That is some power from the point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
It's Smart on the wing. The three-pointer off the mark.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Brown with a screen. Inside. And he makes it on the layup.
You fucking trash, guy.
The game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Highland. To the right side. Now Green. And it's hammered home by
You
Green.
fucking trash, dude.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And here's Brown for three. A shot to stop the run. And so it's the Denver Nuggets closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few. Just joining us. We played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Nuggets here in this one?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pass to Porter. Now Jokic. He has 7. Down low. Shot is good by Gordon. Gordon's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
The unique passing skills of Jokic, just fantastic at realizing when one of his guys has a clean look at the basket.
White can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. And guys, over the last several years, Denver's been top 10 in offensive rating. Now, they played a slower pace, but made the most of their possessions.
And down it goes. 2 points. Gordon's got 9.
Well, boy, oh boy. And each year, Aaron Gordon adding to that offensive arsenal. The mid-range game is right there.
Denver in the lead. Boy, this Denver team, great offensively over the last couple of seasons. How so?
They execute in the half court. It's pretty simple. I mean, so difficult to do against NBA defenses. Now, normally they have multiple ball handlers on the floor, guys who can make quick decisions. Look out below!
You got no chance defending him right there. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you very much, Brian. Well, Jaylen Brown has been vocal when it comes to social justice. He said, quote, people need to step up and use their platform. Keep conversations alive and show people that you care. Where your influence is biggest, try to leverage it. Brian, he knows his stuff.
Stand up, Allie thinks. And Aaron Gordon Grant, growing up in the heart of Silicon Valley, San Jose.
Yeah, Aaron, using that to his advantage, involved with some apps. Now, we've seen a lot of players getting into the tech world. Great to see guys like Gordon branching out into business.
Well, I think the things that Aaron Gordon has added to his game, specifically that reliable three-point shot, is a really welcome sign. This guy has an incredible upside.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Outside for Porter. Back to Jokic. Over Williams. And it's Jokic missing.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
To the inside. Porter with the steal. To the paint. Pass to Jokic.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play in the first half of basketball. Jokic, the screen. To the wing on the left. Murray from outside. And he buries his first look.
And hey, I mean, Murray will take the corner three when it's given to him. You got to chase him off this line.
And Boston calls time here. Both teams will make substitutions. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside, Williams. Here's Brogdon. And he buries his first look.
Well, you love to see Malcolm Brogdon take advantage of that frame, capitalizing in close.
Driving in. Highland. And here's Brown for three. That one no good. And Boston going the other way now. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
Yeah, it was a tough one to watch. There were some bright moments, but ultimately their mistakes caught up with them.
To be perfectly frank with you, I'm surprised it was as close as it was. I thought they were outclassed all night.
And it's Smith penetrating. Pass to Najee. Hangs in the air. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Grant, you look at the Celtics and their defense. Not a surprise. It's at the heart of this team.
No question. I mean, you have 3+ defenders on the perimeter. Their big men can switch on the guards and protect the rim, too. Top to bottom, they can match up well with any team.
Brogdon, double team. Pass to Pritchard. Fires for three. Denver grabs the miss. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. Green, a screen. Here's Highland. Down low. Left side, Green. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Seven seconds left in the half. Pass to Horford. Beyond the arc. And so it's Denver. Up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period.
Sleep again?
The flow of the game is
Come on, why are you always sleeping?
But hey, the time
Wake
can
up.
shift. We'll be right back with you
You
shortly.
cannot go to sleep again. I'm telling you. You better not go to sleep again. Wake up. You're going to sleep again. Come on.
One half is in the books. One half to go.
Wake up.
And so here's Denver. 8-point game. Jokic in the post. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
The size, the skill, the footwork. Jokic has it all. Just a strong move. And in 2022, more history made by Nikola Jokic, becoming the first player to amass 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 500 assists in a single season. And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Nikola Jokic breaking barriers at the center position, Greg.
Oh, so true, VA. That 2,000, 1,500 season, it never been done before. The Joker's ability to be a facilitator at the 5, almost a point center, we've never really seen that before.
Horford for 3. And here's Denver. They've got a 9-point lead. Tipped away. Pass to Gordon. Here's Caldwell Pope. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
The combo guard, Murray, capable of hurting you with his scoring as well as with his passing.
Back to Smart. And here's Tatum. 4-3. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the 3rd quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Nikola Jokic.
Tatum has worked very hard to improve his finishing game, and that includes sometimes taking contact and earning a trip to the foul line.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
What has to excite you about Jason Tatum is how consistently he keeps working to perfecting his craft. His idol is Kobe Bryant. He is a guy that wants to continue and will work to get better.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Celtics are handing the keys to the 2 J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. There have been growing pains and even some question if the pair can coexist. But Brown said, quote, the adversity will help us grow. As long as I'm on the same page with him and he's on the same page with me, we're all good. Brian?
Figuring it out, Allie. Thank you. Brown inside. Doris Tatum has already accomplished so much early on in his career.
Yeah, but you get the sense this guy is nowhere near finished. Jason Tatum is a guy who wants to be seen as all-time great when his career is said and done. He is someone you can count on to give you everything he's got.
There's the 3. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Left side White to stop the run. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Horford can't hit. The Nuggets on offense. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. So it's Boston now. Outside, Brown. On the take. And the jam by Brown.
Oh, my goodness, Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
Here's Murray on the wing corner. And the 3 off target.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Now, when we talk home court advantage, you think the Nuggets have the best in the NBA?
I think so, BA, and it has to do with geography. Denver is at altitude, and that's hard on your body, trust me, I know. And they're isolated from the rest of the league, so it always is a long trip out there as well.
Well, Jason Tatum has proven that over stretches of a game, he can take over with his scoring ability.
On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Fires from deep. Knocks down the triple. Caldwell Pope got 12 now in this quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
The kick out to White. Pass to Tatum. For 3. And that's off the mark. He's 7 for 10 from the field. Here are the Nuggets with the ball. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And Horford powers it home.
Yeah, what a great decision by Jason Tatum. That passing ability is important to complement his scoring ability.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break.
Huh?
They hold a real
Why don't you play with your toys? You got toys, you got iPad.
All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Why don't you play?
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game.
You want to go sleep?
So it's Boston now. They trail by 16. Pass to Pritchard. Puts up a 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Pritchard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Highland. Now Jokic. Williams defending. And it's Jokic missing. Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. Here's Williams. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Jokic up top. Pass to Highland. Three-pointer. He drops it from range. And the Nuggets lead by 14. Of course, the last few years, we've seen teams put together rosters loaded with talent, but it hasn't always translated to rings.
I think what we've learned, Brian, is that just accumulating talent is not enough to win in this league. What you have to find is a team that fits together well in terms of the individual parts. There also has to be that elusive chemistry. You can't define it, hard to win without it.
Outside for Green. There's the triple. Sinks it
That's
from
great
distance.
bullshit, bro.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
They get the rebound. Williams from long range. And the three-pointer goes. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
This is their plan in the second half, to try to use the three-point shot to shrink this deficit.
Here's Jokic. Oh, it's blocked by
Get the
Williams.
fuck out of here.
Pass to Brogdon. Oh, deflected. Here's Pritchard. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon. Pritchard's got 6 in the quarter.
It feels like Malcolm Brogdon, with every repetition, turns that passing from excellent to elite.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. it's both teams making substitutions here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Guys, thanks a lot. I had a chance to hear what Mike Malone was saying to his team. And he implored them to be patient at the offensive end. He wants to use every second of the shot clock. He said, quote, if we take care of the ball, and take our time, and play D, this game is ours.
And Allie, thank you for that. 6 to shoot. The 3 ball. And another miss by Denver. Tatum inside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, you like the level of aggression right there from Jason Tatum. Committed to scoring on the interior and draws the contact.
And he sinks the second. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Here's Highland. Pass to Jokic. Takes the 3. The shot won't fall. And the Celtics going the other way now. And out of bounds, Denver will have it.
It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the 4th. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
You can tell Jokic has a good sense for the floor, using the pick and roll to get free for a shot.
Tatum inside. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Jacks up a 3. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Nuggets.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And, of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And with this one safely in the books, it'll mark their 23rd win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Nikola Jokic.
He was just everywhere for them on both ends, really, just showing a lot of aggressiveness and intensity.
Boy, how impressive is the quickness Jaylen Brown possesses. This guy sprints hard toward the cup on every drive.
And Jokic throws it down.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And the layup falls.
You fucking trash, guy.
Lead by 15.
We're seeing how Jokic can take over a game on a good night. He gets more and more efficient every season.
Nigga's so trash.
Outside, Brown. And the Celtics, another 3.
Well, you love the activity out there. What
He
a
does the
play.
same
This
shit the
guy
whole
is
game.
busy on the offensive end.
Here's Brown. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up just a...
Hey, why are you sleeping again? Wake up. You just woke up. Go play with your toys and your games and your iPad and everything you got. What are you doing and going to sleep now?
Why can't I feel anything? Quit, but I might start again. Anything to feel again. Back in it, well, I feel real again, yeah. Back in it, well, I feel real again, yeah. Back in it, well, I feel real again, yeah.
I see you tweeting. Why are you tweeting? Wake up. I see you. You lying.
I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famer.
You want to go to the mall later? Walk around?
The fourth member of our crew,
yeah?
Reporter Allie LaForce.
Yeah.
Taking a look at Boston.
We all suspected they'd have a terrific year, and they've absolutely lived up to the hype. They're going to be a tough out this postseason.
I think we all know what they're capable of, but there's a lot of competition this year. They're going to have to be at their best.
I don't have the car. Mommy has it.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good.
When you watch him play, you can feel the effect that Marcus Smart has on a basketball game. Defensively, this guy is as good as any guard in the league, and he has multiple all-defensive selections to show for it.
Now here's Tatum. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Shots blocked. And they recover it. And the three off target.
Where you going?
Here's Leonard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Here you go. Here you go.
Now one on Tatum.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
The free throw drops for Leonard. The Defensive Player of the Year in 2022, Doris Marcus Smart. His defense sets the tone for this team.
It does, B.A. There's no doubt about it. They feed off both his energy and his attitude. There are so many little things that Marcus Smart does that can get into the head of opposing ball handlers. He pressures the basketball. He'll get strip steals. He can also pinch down in the post and give some assistance to a big man. The effect on winning is real.
Now here's George. His last outing, he had 24 points. And the layup is good off the glass.
Paul George right there. You like somebody who's willing to navigate traffic.
Horford for three. Boston, no good that time either.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
George drives in. Shoots over Tatum. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Al Horford.
You gotta love the penetration by Paul George. He's really quick on his feet, and the defense cannot handle him right now.
And he makes it first.
Hey, you got a lot of games in here. Why you don't play? You got a lot of games in here.
Title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Smart. Right side Tatum. Tries again. And the layup is up and in.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Now here's Leonard. Last game, 26 points for him. No good there. Horford with some nice D. Boston trailing. Outside Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Great scorers need easy opportunities to pile up those points. Tatum above the rim and the nice finish.
Back to Jackson. Leonard outside. Rebound Boston. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
Yeah, it was a tough one to watch. There were some bright moments, but ultimately their mistakes caught up with them.
To be perfectly frank with you, I'm surprised it was as close as it was. I thought they were outclassed all night.
Pass to Morris. Now here's Leonard, defended by Brown.
That one-on-one sharing gonna work, man.
Shot clock at 5. To the left side wing. And here's Zubats outside. Can't get it to drop. And Boston going the other way now.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
White can't hit. The Clippers trail. Zubats screen. Here's George. Ooh, rejected by Horford.
Well, this is how Al Horford gets it done as a rim protector. His anticipation and his positioning are exceptional.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Pass to Leonard. Morris sets a screen. A shot to stop the trap. No good on the shot. And Boston going the other way now. This game against Los Angeles here, their first look at the Clippers.
They dropped both games against this team last season. Just a shellacking they don't want to repeat.
Now here's Jackson. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Horford in the high post. Outside Tatum. Over Morris. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. It's the Celtics leading by 3. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Man, I'll say this. I mean, the mid-range jumper has been a huge weapon for them offensively. Just tremendous so far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch. Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Here's Covington. Pass to Man. Here's Batum. The three is up. Knocks down the triple. Batum's got himself on the board with a three there. At this stage of the season, it's not unheard of to see teams lose steam. Doris, how do coaches keep their teams motivated for the second half of the year?
B, I think one thing quality NBA coaches do is they emphasize an NBA regular season is a marathon, not a sprint. Whether you are winning or losing, you're always building the foundation of your program. Do you have good defensive habits? Do you share the basketball? Are you committed to winning? Are you about your teammates? So much goes into success.
And Williams punches it home.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Outside Covington on the wing man. Boston with a rebound.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Williams with the screen. The drive by Brogdon. Good D by Covington.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
I think when people think of Malcolm Brogdon, the first word that comes to mind is consistency. This guy takes quality shots. He's already produced a 50, 40, 90 season back in 2019.
Here's Powell.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, he sees the man's going to kick the ball out. Wow. I mean, that was great anticipation.
Pass to Wall. Takes a three. Hauser grabs the board. The Celtics with the lead. Well, that 50, 40, 90 season put Brogdon in pretty exclusive company, Doris.
It sure did, B.A. Only the 8th player in the history of the league to accomplish that feat. Think about it. It takes tremendous skill to carry those percentages, the discipline to take good shots, the work required to become a consistent shooter. Brogdon brings it every game.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you very much, Brian. Well, Jaylen Brown has been vocal when it comes to social justice. He said, quote, people need to step up and use their platform. Keep conversations alive and show people that you care. Where your influence is biggest, try to leverage it. Brian, he knows his stuff.
Stand up. Allie, thanks. Here's Hauser. Off target with the three.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to man. Tries to snap the cold streak. Gets a second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, you love the way John Wall sees the floor. He's always surveying, looking for what the defense is giving up.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Pass to Williams. Right wing. Brogdon from outside. The shot that time not on target. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. George, no good. Outside Brogdon. Here's Pritchard. Here's Hauser. They get it back. Outside for Brogdon. No good with the triple. Now Los Angeles with it. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Morris. Kicks it out to Kennard. Clock at 4.
You watching? Quick too.
I ain't joking, do it sound like I'm kidding. I've been making like 2,000 in a minute. So
Whoa.
high up through the clouds,
Whoa.
I was swimming. I'm probably gonna drown when I'm in it.
I know. Why are you always sleeping when I look at you, huh?
We are live in Boston, Massachusetts, the gem of New England, as the Celtics are about to go into this interconference contest right here. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. And the Warriors on a single-game road trip here before heading back home. They're free-falling right now, piling up loss after loss. See if they can bounce back.
Yeah, and they just look sort of lost out there lately. You know, they're not playing with a whole lot of purpose or drive, and you just can't wait for good things to happen. You've got to make them happen. And how about Jaylen Brown, part of that young core for the Celtics?
Yeah, he's been through a lot with this young group of guys. They've grown together, they've come in together, and they've gotten better together. And you've seen the production of Brown increase because of it.
Back to White. In the corner, Tatum with it. Drains it from beyond the arc.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just look, he's ready.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. I spoke with the Celtics head coach a little bit ago. He's looking forward to this first meeting between these teams. He told his guys, this is a fantastic opportunity to show what we've got and what we're about. But we have to protect the rim at all costs, even if that allows them to get an open shot from time to time. Well, it's an interesting strategy, guys. We'll see if it works.
Thanks, David.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Let's go. Misses off the left iron.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss. Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink one of their first 5 shots.
Thompson for 3. And it's White with the rebound. And so White will bring it up for Boston. Trailing by 2. Here's Tatum. He nails it. And we're tied up. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
And Tatum's teammates love the hustle. They appreciate him going hard on the offense and really getting it done.
Okay.
Curry.
Did he go through?
And again, no good by Golden State. And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Well, Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody, the first lottery pick teammates ever to play in the NBA Finals, RJ, in their rookie season.
Yeah, the Dubs' strength in numbers, it got bolstered by some of these up-and-comers. You had Jordan Poole, who was most improved candidate last year, and then eventually we'd love to see a lot from James Wiseman.
And they're brought in, these younger players, Richard, are brought in that great culture.
Oh, there's nothing like culture. We have talked about that culture can directly impact a player's trajectory for his entire career. Oh, getting the hoop and the harm. That's tremendous body control from Brown.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And was he a huge part of their final.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And some changes here for the Celtics. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. And again, no good by Golden State. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim.
Takes it inside. No good on that one. So Golden State will take it the other way. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
And who knows, if you want to look all the way ahead to the finals, it's possible these teams could see each other there. So both teams looking to make a statement in their first meeting of the season.
Outside Williams. Brogdon outside. Pass to Williams. 5 to shoot. Brogdon outside. Again, Brogdon missing. Warriors trailed by 3. Now Kuminga puts up a 3. Rebound by Williams. Here's Hauser. Back to Williams. At the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Celtics leading by 3.
Huh? Come on. Hurry up. Come this way. Hurry up. Hurry up. There's no dice, okay? You don't have time. Come on. Mimi. What? We have no fucking white beast too. You run and then I run.
We'll be back in just
You run and then I run. You run and then I run. He left. What a fucking dickhead.
You better. For a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K.
You have fun in school?
As we get set for this.
You should have went to school today. You should have.
This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Beard. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. The Celtics are looking to grab one here for the home fans in Boston before heading out on the road. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one. And not only a 1-1 split series between these two teams last year, guys, but both wins were on the road, so home court advantage wasn't that big an advantage.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the two games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
At this point of the season, Greg, right in the heart of the schedule, one of the biggest challenges for a player.
Kevin, sometimes it's just about knowing what city you're in. The travel in this league is crazy, but you really want to keep focused and sweet and vibrant.
Wasted no time on that one.
Wiggins is shooting it with confidence. Man, he's a threat to put up some big numbers.
Here's White. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Stolen by Smart. And here we go with Horford running up the court. White wide open. He fired. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Such a solid and unique big man in today's game. Horford's passing skills and ability to find the open teammate is very special.
Here's Brown. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
Here's Curry. Lets it fly from 18. And the wait is now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours.
It's hot, right? Huh? It's not hot? Huh? Nothing, kid.
Take it away.
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Curry. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game. And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Green, driving the lane.
Draymond Green's going to be very excited about that play.
Outside Tatum from downtown. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
You guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, it's not always just about free throw shooting, but it can be a large factor and disrupt your confidence.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Well, if Steph Curry works as hard at golf when he has the time as he did in shooting the basketball, I don't know. He's no slouch on the golf course.
Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Aggressive and efficient. Tatum using his size around the rim. That's what this team wants to see more of.
Pass to Wiseman. Now DiVincenzo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. There was a story, Brent, a couple years ago that Steph Curry's best round of golf came during the NBA Finals. Had you heard that?
I did hear that, but I also heard that Andre Iguodala has a major role in how that happened. Andre was taking up his golf game when they were battling the Cavs in 2018. And I think that competitive spirit of Steph's took over. He wanted to take Andre on and got out there during the final.
So the Celtics call timeout, their first. And the Warriors making a change here. Boston leading by 7. Here's Brogdon. Green with the rebound.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
There's 53 seconds left from the first quarter of the game. Clock at 6. Here's Poole. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
.34 seconds left here in the first quarter. Outside Williams. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
.23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
DiVincenzo has to be agile on the interior, and that time finds a way to get it done.
Pass to Williams. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Warriors ball.
A free for DiVincenzo. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Celtics lead by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Boston.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 3-point lead. GA with their 4th title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an All-NBA team.
Now here's Wiggins. Following the miss by Al Horford.
And Wiggins showing a bit of strength, even with that frame of his, able to take the punishment and still get the score.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Back to White. To the middle. Here's Brown. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
And Brown is just a physical beast, especially inside where he gets whatever he wants.
Back to Curry. Outside, Green. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Of course, the Warriors' offense stands out for its emphasis on ball movement. Coach Steve Kerr says if you get to touch the ball and be a part of the action, whether it's as an assist man, ball mover, shooter, dribbler, the more people who are involved in the offense, the more powerful it becomes. Kevin, strength in numbers indeed.
As has always been the case for his offense, the more the better. Let's work for him. GA, thanks. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Greg, for our audience, can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the two defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those two boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the two defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
The three from Tatum.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Looney. Back to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State. Green. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
There's 1:54 left in the second quarter. Green with the block.
You can see Draymond Green so fired up every time he has a chance to impact the game defensively.
And here is Tatum. You talk about a player who can absolutely light it up. He averages over 31 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the finals.
Here's DiVincenzo. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Pass to Wiseman. On the wing, DiVincenzo. They could use a bucket. Oh.
DiVincenzo being a connector out there now.
The Celtics with the lead. And so Boston again turning it over.
You know, that's one of those passes where you just say, uh-oh, as soon as it leaves your hand.
Oh, 41 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Poole. Down low. And Kuminga throws it down.
Poole showing he's more comfortable in that pick and roll setting. He can be dangerous.
And here's Brogdon from the arc. They get it back. Out to the right wing. And that one hits back iron.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Picked by Kuminga. Poole. And it's Wiseman in the corner. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Poole.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Gets it off. And that one released in time, but no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Warriors on top, leading by just 1. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. On the wing, Thompson. Here's Green. That shot off the mark. The Celtics go the other way with it. Brogdon scanning the floor. And he makes good on the layup. Williams has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Celtics.
Pretty good awareness there from Malcolm Brogdon, capable of spotting the open teammate on that side of the ball.
Over in the corner, Green. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, Draymond's IQ on the defensive end is so high level. I think that's going to be a huge advantage with him as an analyst, because he's going to talk to you from a perspective you don't much hear from. Usually it's from guys who scored a lot of points in the NBA, but what he did defensively, he can communicate that quite well.
Now, here's Brogdon. No points in the game yet for him. Outside Williams. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Celtics lead by 3.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Taken away by Williams. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Warriors trailed by 3. Green's broadcasting has even helped his opponents in some cases.
Yours probably has too, Kevin, in some instances. But with Draymond, I think what's cool is guys are listening. And when Draymond starts to talk about some of the techniques he uses or some of the things he's looking out for, guys understand that that could improve their game. So why not take it from one of the best in the business?
The Celtics have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
On the wing, Wiggins. And the Warriors miss again.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Back to Williams. Fires from deep. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Williams has got the lead up to 8 now for the Celtics. Green, the screen. Pass to Looney. Higgins outside. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Here's Brogdon. Here's Hauser. Here's Pritchard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Floats it up for Williams. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
What I really love about this kid, Williams he's physical, he's explosive, and yes, he plays above the rim. He just brings that nastiness to the game.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Both teams will make substitutions. Warriors trail by 10. Pass to Wiggins. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. The shot's good from Wiseman.
Man, think about adding that weight and still having the quickness. Wiseman just eating up space now.
Tatum a screen. Here's the 3. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Tatum's got 5 minutes.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. White's running. Wiggins with the block. Warriors trailed by 11. Pass to Poole. And here is Kuminga. Back to Poole. Driving inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Going right into the defender to get the whistle. Poole was determined.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Tatum drives in. Wiggins with the block.
Well done, Andrew Wiggins. If he can sustain that kind of energy on the defensive end, boy, he's an asset out there.
Here's Kuminga. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Boston now. They're on a 15-3 run right now. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. It's White on the wing. Horford in the post. And the dunk by Horford.
Pretty strong and physical that time from Al Horford on the inside.
Pass to Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Celtics lead by 11. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Celtics leading by 11. Brogdon outside. Outside Williams. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Williams has got 11 in the second half. Curry is inside. And the wide open shot from Green. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Brogdon. That shot missing. Good D by Thompson.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Right side, Green. Green, the screen. No one near Curry as he lets it go. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Pritchard. Inside. Here's Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And that's now 6 points for Williams. Timeout called the Warriors.
Headed to the floor right now is Celtics.
Boston making some changes. And so Green will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. It's a 16-point game. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. Good work defensively by Horford. Celtics leading by 16 to the paint. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Given his massive size, it is easy to see why Horford picks up a lot of fouls.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Back to Smart. Jacks up a 3. Out to White. The 3 from Tatum. It's good from long range.
they've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim. And he helped define their interior defense.
Warriors trail by 18. And the layup is good.
If Curry is in the first, second, or third ring of the circus, but those circus shots are looking pretty routine.
Smart goes in. Good. And the Celtics lead by 18.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
To the inside. The shot by Looney, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
And you like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Thompson in the corner. And Boston with the rebound. 1:21 left here in the fourth quarter.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Boston.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers.
You fucking quitter.
For Jason Tatum.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and did it.
See what Jason